Unscripted.
What a strange day, right? I mean, the PlayStation 5 is getting some pretty fantastic news, it looks like, and it looks like Xbox fans are going to be unhappy. I mean, what else is new? We kind of see this happen quite a bit lately, and at the same time, it just it's kind of funny. So I love doing those kind of videos where, I can kind of poke fun at something, and, something is a little bit funny. So anyway, this is going to be a fun video. And by the way, it's all in good fun. I know a lot of people sort of hate console wars or whatever. I don't understand why. I mean, console wars are fun. They're funny. Just, don't take it too seriously. And I think everything will work out fine. Now, when it comes to like certain things, I think you can take it too far or whatever. But again, I'm not like the type of person to get personal. I literally just don't care enough to do that. So again, it's really going to be interesting to see how this kind of works out or whatever. But yeah, like I find this to be pretty intriguing and pretty much on par with what I've been saying. I know a lot of people will say one thing or another about me or whatever. They always think I'm wrong, or they think this or they think that, and that's always kind of funny to me, considering how right I am about most things. And I think that's something that maybe some people start kind of giving me a little bit of credit. Will they? I don't know. I hope so, because it is one of those weird situations where it is kind of frustrating that it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, I do hope that it actually does happen, and people kind of realize it, because this is just another one of those instances. And again, I'm sure that a lot of the Xbox fans, when I get into this, will pretend like they never said this, or they never thought that, or they never hyped this, or they never did that, because that's the way it always goes, right? And then you kind of find out that the otherwise or whatever, because I've been through this like a million times before, and it's always the same. So I do want to get into it. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. If you guys are looking for a way to help out my little crappy channel, the best way to do it, a simple like. It really does do a long way, and I really do appreciate it. So YouTube does a really piss poor job of kind of sending out my stuff. So if you guys wouldn't mind, just hit the simple like button, and maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already. That's always welcome as well. Hit the bell so you're notified of stuff. Shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. You guys are fantastic. So this is something, it's like water is wet. Like, I'm not even sure PlayStation owners want such a mid-level type of game. But let's face it, the medium is getting more hype and stuff than it would have if it weren't for a simple situation where it was a quote-unquote Xbox exclusive or console exclusive at launch, and it's the first next-gen Xbox game. So we do have that to kind of look at, and we kind of see that hey, it's a launch Xbox exclusive, and you have this whole contingent of Xbox fanboys who believe that it's like exclusive, right? They're like, oh no, it's exclusive. Myself, I pointed this out multiple times to people. Team Bloober has done this pretty much with every game they've done, right? Including their last game, Blair Witch, which Xbox fanboys once again freaked out, hyped up Blair Witch as an Xbox exclusive because it got announced as such during an E3, and they thought it was a big deal. It ended up being another AA mid kind of low rated game. And then 3 months later, after it came out on Xbox, it came out on PlayStation. So I expect the same type of situation. Maybe not be 3 months. It could be 6 months. I don't know. But, we are in a pandemic, but it's going to come to PlayStation. So a lot of people were looking at this game and they thought it looked good. And now we know that it's kind of another mid-rated 72 like Game Pass filler. And like it's a typical kind of Team Bloober game. And, now like Bloober Team had kind of not really wanted to answer the question. Well, is it going to be exclusive? Is it going to do this? Is it going to do that? They really didn't want to answer that question. And now we are sort of getting that answer, even if they didn't want to give it, because, they say, well, we're focusing on the Xbox and PC versions right now, and that's all we have to say. Well, now, we kind of got some speculation here. PlayStation's sacred symbols appear on an official custom medium box Series X controller packaging. And what does it mean? So, PlayStation's sacred symbols, the cross, square, circle, and triangle, have appeared on the packaging of some official custom Xbox Series X controllers themed around the medium, leading fans to speculate once again as to whether the horror game is headed to PS5. Now, the symbols can be found on the top of the box and also on the sides. It can be seen in a number of images tweeted by press and influencers, of course, and I will put this link in the description so you guys can check it out, and you can check out the pictures below in that image. First spotted by Push Square. But what does it mean? Well, nobody really knows yet. It could just be a printing error. Yeah, right. Or just a choice of symbols that Bloober Team decided to go with. But they are unmistakably the PlayStation sacred symbols, and they are even in the same order that Sony displays them. It could suggest a PS5 port is on the way, as the team recently made comments similar to what they said when Blair Witch launched, which came to PS4 about 4 months after Xbox One. Or it could be nothing. So, yeah, they go on to show the surprises and stuff like that. And, and I thought that was very interesting because a lot of these influencers are showing exactly kind of what's going on. And it's kind of funny because you see the sacred symbols or whatever from PlayStation. And, yeah, I do think that was very, very interesting that, like, these press kits have the sacred symbols. And, at the same time, it's not really a surprise. Like, I would like to say, hey, I'm surprised about this, but I'm not really surprised about it. I just think that it's one of those things where it was bound to happen. And the reason why I think it was bound to happen was because, look, Bloober Team is a small, like, independent developer. And, at the same time, they're trying their best to kind of go about and make as much money as they possibly can. So, what is so funny to see, Twitch streamers are receiving special medium-themed controllers, and they look kind of cool, I'll admit that. If you pay attention and look, it's clearly the PlayStation symbols or whatever. So, yeah, I do think that's really cool. The icons and stuff are there, and so it is a little bit weird to see that on a... where we see that on an Xbox controller, but at the end of the day, I do feel like this is probably 100% a game that's going to be coming to PlayStation. Whether you guys want it or whether you really play it, I think that's going to be a different question altogether. Like, for me personally, it was a game that I really had no interest in right from the start, and one of the reasons why I had no interest in it was, just it looks pretty boring to me. It looks like it's not really something that would kind of catch my interest or really, like, keep me gaming or anything like that. So, like, again, that's something that I think wouldn't really kind of be my thing. I like a little bit more action to my games and stuff like that. I like a great story, but this game tends to really, really kind of look like it perhaps has really poor gameplay, which I think is really important as well. When we see that the gameplay just isn't as good as it could be, and it looks kind of janky or whatever. So, yeah, I do think that's something that, we can possibly see at a particular time. So, yeah, I do think that is very interesting indeed. And, so I do think that at the end of the day, they're going to have an uphill battle. Plus, you have a game that's going into that. Not only is this game a next-gen only title, right? But you also have a situation where this game is in a situation where it's kind of a weird situation because, like I said, like, I'm sure they want a lot of success for this game, but how many people actually own an Xbox Series X or S? 1 million, 1.5 million, and it's going right into Game Pass. So you don't really have that big kind of grouping of people to really kind of enjoy the game. I'm sure they wanted to get out to more people than that. So you put it on PlayStation 5, and you get those 5 million people potentially to kind of check it out or whatever. So, yeah, very interesting stuff. I'm not sure I care either way, but again, it's enough enjoyment for me just to see sort of like the fanboys and stuff have to kind of deal with that, because the ones that were claiming that this was an exclusive and all this stuff. By the way, they started backtracking off the exclusive stuff. once the game started getting that familiar 70, 71, 72 Metacritic, because that's what Game Pass games seem to get lately. So yeah, very interesting. Very very funny to see as well. A lot of the reactions and stuff like that. So we'll have to see how it works out and what happens in the long run. But yeah, this is very funny stuff. And you know, like I said, I will link it all in the description below. If you guys want to hit me up on Twitter at @the_Crapgamer, Xbox Live MOH Space Crapgamer, PSN just Crapgamer. As always, I try to get back to everyone as soon as possible. I hope you guys all have a great day. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Take a minute to consider subscribing and hitting the bell and all that good stuff. Rack 'em up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.